Hello, welcome to Hats Off. I am Nook, and it's Monday. Happy Monday. Hopefully, you had a fantastic weekend. I spent my weekend trying to get some audio recorded for another project that I'm working on. It's another voiceover project, kind of like the Scarlet King. If you remember that project that I did last year, a couple years ago. I think it was last year, sometime. I don't remember exactly. Anyway, we're doing another something similar to that, and I'm very excited about that. But this weekend I recorded the audio and then lost all the files after editing it all, and so I had to go back and re-record. And so I spent 2 days basically that mirrored each other. Like this day, I got up, we recorded. I edited all day, and then the files got lost. So I got up the next day, and I edited, and I recorded, and nothing got lost and everything's fine. So that was my weekend. Hopefully your weekend wasn't as redundant and monotonous as that was. But um, anyway, that's going to be a really cool project, and I think there's going to be more that comes out of that. They're really fun to do, and so I don't see why we wouldn't do more of them. And if you haven't seen Scarlet King, if you haven't seen The Scarlet King or watched it or listened to it, it's more of like a listening thing. Go ahead and click the link down below. I'll put it down there, and you can check it out. I voiced this fantasy script, and Vinswept, another YouTuber, did this fantastic musical piece as like a backdrop for it, and it's written by a good friend of ours, Jared Gunn, and yeah, he's a great writer, and I did the voice acting, and Vinswept is a fantastic composer. So it's a great project, and I'm excited to do more of those. I played a little bit of Far Harbor, realized that it is a big expansion. It is big, but there's not a ton to cover. There's some new perks, and there's one new companion. Um, I might do a couple videos on it, but I don't know if I'm going to do a whole lot. And speaking of videos, you're probably going to see me cut back on the amount of videos that I'm doing per week. I really ramped up when Dark Souls dropped, and I'm still going to do Dark Souls videos. I have more quest lines to cover, and of course, like armor sets, and there's all kinds of stuff to cover with Dark Souls, right? You know, there's lore and everything. So you're going to see more guides coming, but I'm having to like kind of reprioritize things in my life, unfortunately, and YouTube's gonna have to take like a back seat to that because I started YouTube at a time in my life where I have to pay bills. You know, it's not like I was able to start it. I mean, I started when I was on unemployment, so I was getting paid for a good long time while I was working on YouTube, and I didn't have to worry about anything because those things were paid, and now like I don't have that anymore, and so YouTube is becoming more of a time dump, and you know, people talk about all that YouTube money, but like being as small a channel as I am, I don't see that. You know, like I might see a small amount every few months, if that. Like that's if everything's going well, and that's just now. Like that's not even originally. You know, like I didn't see my first paycheck after like a year and a half of working on the channel. So that is unfortunately like a big thing. I'm still gonna keep working on the channel. I'm still gonna do the explained series. Those are definitely more of what I should be doing, creating more high quality content, using my animation and my editing and my voiceover skills, which are the things that I'm trying to market as I try to find jobs. So unfortunately, that's what I have to switch to. You know, YouTube's gonna have to take kind of a back seat, and you're gonna see at least one or two videos a week. I'll still do my hats off because I enjoy just chatting with you guys, and you'll see at least one or two guides every week. Like I keep saying, like I've said like 12 times now. And then the explained video every month. I don't know about this month's explained video because the last one, because I pushed it back by accident and whatever. There will be more explained videos. It's supposed to be monthly. I'm doing my best. Life is stressful right now. But I'm gonna start putting more of my time into my voice acting. I have good editing and animation reels, and I've been told that by several people that I've interviewed with. And unfortunately, my ponytail tie, my hair tie, snapped and broke right before I started recording. So now I'm having to fight my hair, and I don't have a replacement of any kind. Anyways, so I'm going to start putting a lot more time into my voice acting reels and a lot more time in trying to find that kind of work because there's a certain enjoyment that I get out of it. And I'm getting turned down for jobs at Target because I'm overqualified. Things like Target, not Target specifically, but Target and things like that, retail, I suppose. Because I'm overqualified, I have a degree in film, and I've worked for like a major corporation for a couple years, and I've done actual video editing as work for a while. So I'm way overqualified for working retail stuff. But then the other things, it just seems like I can't find the perfect fit for my editing and animation. But I've been told that I have a fantastic range for my voice acting, so I am going to try to put more time into that. And unfortunately, just right now, it's time in my life where I have to pay bills, and YouTube's not paying my bills, and that's really sad to say because I really enjoy doing YouTube. I really do. I enjoy what I'm doing here. I enjoy the guides. I enjoy the monthly videos. I enjoy hanging out with you guys. I'm still going to be streaming, by the way. I'm going to make that a normal thing. I really enjoyed the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday streams. And the reason it's different, just if you're curious, like, well, why can you do 3 streams a week, when you used to do 2, but only, a couple videos a week? And it's because videos, there's never a set amount of time that they're going to take to make. You never know how long it's going to take to get the footage you need, as in like a quest line from Dark Souls. You have to play through the entire game in order to get one quest line. And that could be, 15 to 20 hours of trying to get the right footage and the right angle and making sure that your character is always dressed the same so it's not distracting in a video. Or, a lot of those quality things that I care about and a few other channels care about, but sometimes they don't. But I do, personally. So when I make a video, I want to make things as consistent as possible. So for getting a quest line, that's 15, 20 hours just to get the footage for the video. Then there's, at least a day's worth of editing involved, of just getting the proper footage out of that footage, editing it. And then recording voiceover, and then editing the audio, and then editing the audio and the video together, and then syncing the music. And suddenly, like, one video, it takes like 2 or 3 days to make, according to how fast that goes. Fortunately, I went through and I got a bunch of footage for the quest lines a while back, and so like I've just been kind of editing that as I can. But the more time that I sink into something that's not really giving back, unfortunately, in a way that I need it to right now, I gotta focus on other stuff, and I just gotta take care of my life. Like if YouTube's not gonna take care of me, I can't try to nurture it. That sucks to say, because I'm basically, I'm sitting at the top of a channel, right? I am the channel. There's no one else. It's just me doing the editing and the video and all this stuff, and that's why it's such a time sink, And if it's not given back, then I gotta not move on, but I gotta just reprioritize, and that's some stuff that I've been struggling with the past few weeks. And I've been thinking about it for a while. Like I said, a few weeks. I've been thinking about this for a long time, and it's just time for me to cut back. So, this week you're going to see me Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday on streams from 10 to 2, 10 to 1 or 2. It's according to what's happening in stream. If at 1 o'clock there's a good stopping point, we'll stop. But if I'm like at a boss or a puzzle or whatever, then we'll keep streaming until that's done. Like, that's kind of been the rule here recently. But I start at 10. It's Pacific time. And it'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday streams. And then you'll see a guide video on Wednesday and probably another guide video on Friday. I'd still like to get 2 videos a week out, so nothing changes too drastically for you guys. And I'll still be working on an explained video in the background. I'm still working on ideas for a Dark Souls one. There's way too much to tackle when it comes to Dark Souls, so it's really hard to pick a topic. And you guys have suggested some, and I'm picking from a few of those ideas. So I'm going to be working on that this week as well, and getting a script together and start working on that so it doesn't get out super late next month. And if I can manage to get it done this month, then cool. Then we'll be on schedule, and everything will be fine. But if not, then hopefully you can understand. But yeah, this is already 10 minutes long, so I'm probably gonna bug out of here. But just to let you know that things might start slowing down, and unfortunately, that's just because I have to focus on other things in my life. I have to be able to pay my bills, and that's the short of it. You know, I love doing this, and there's a lot of people that appreciate what I do, and that makes me feel great. But there's just, unfortunately, there's more pressing matters than just feeling good about myself. And so I have to sit here and feel terrible and tell you that I'm going to be slowing down a little bit. But you can still come hang out with me on streams, which I really love doing. Oh, I guess I didn't explain that part. So, like, videos, there's... I know I'm already at 11 minutes. Anyway, whatever. You know, I go over time all the time. Here we are. It's hats off. Welcome. If you don't know where you are, here we are. So the videos never take a set amount of time, you know, and it could be any amount of time from 1 day to 3 days. When I stream, it's like I will be streaming from 10 to 2. And so I'm streaming for 4 hours, you know, 3 days a week or whatever. And that's a set office time for me. And then after that, I can either go work on a video or I can go work on my voiceover stuff. And it's way easier for me to stream regularly than it is to put out regular videos. And so I've been thinking about streaming a lot more because I'm going to be cutting back on videos. And we'll just kind of see how it goes from here. We are growing, and we hit 2,000 subs. We hit 2,100 yesterday, and that's awesome. But it's just not the size that I need it to be supportive. You know, it's not supporting me in any way right now. The Patreon helps me run the YouTube channel, so that's not really it's not any income. It's just it helps me make what we're already making, you know. And so there's the Patreon, and then there's the YouTube, and it's just kind of feeding itself, which is great. But a lot of my time is also valuable, and I'm not getting anything for that. And so I need to start putting my time into stuff that's actually going to matter when I go to an interview, or when I try to apply to, you know, voiceover gigs. And that's it's unfortunate, but you know, you guys have always been really cool about me changing things around and really understanding, and so I don't expect anything different. And if you are upset, then just let me know. We'll talk. I don't care. Whatever. Not that I don't care if you're mad. Like, I just, you know, don't feel bad to express yourself in the comments. That's, you know, it's what the internet and freedom of speech and all that stuff is all about. Like, you know, let's chat. Whatever. If you have a better idea, fine. Throw it at me. But I definitely need to reprioritize and just put more time into things that are going to help me in my future. Because unfortunately, I'm not in high school, and I don't live with my parents, and I don't, like, you know, I'm not in college living off of loans. I'm not in a position where there's just everything's taken care of, you know, and so I have to just deal with that. Sorry. So sorry if I brought you down. Happy Monday. So tomorrow we'll be hanging out on stream. Wednesday we'll be hanging out on stream. And Thursday we'll be hanging out on stream. And you should see at least one, if not two more videos this week. And in my meantime, I'm going to... And I'll keep you updated on the new Scarlet King project. And in the meantime, I'll be working on my voiceover stuff and still trying to find a job. And if I find a job that gives me, you know, the regular hours, and then I can get back and I know that I'll have time to do more stuff for YouTube, I'll be back. But it's just stressful. It's very stressful. So, thank you guys for your support. Thank you for your cooperation, I suppose. And, yeah, thanks for watching. I'll still be around, and I'll see you on stream, and I'll see you next week for Hats Off. Have a good weekend. Have a good week. Hope you had a good weekend. Couldn't be serious forever. Had to screw up something. All right, see you guys.